seeking to de-escalate a tariff standoff that's threatened to hammer both economies. It'll be the first confirmed trade talks between the countries since President Donald Trump announced levies as high as 145% on China that were met with retaliatory rates of 125% from Beijing. From Hong Kong, Laura Westbrook.
China's Ministry of Commerce said in a statement that the US should show sincerity in the talks, correct wrong practices and resolve the concerns of both sides through equal consultation.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy, Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports, and welcome to a Wednesday, the 7th day of May for 2025. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic, ready to start your day the right way with all the news and sports and other information that you need to get your day started. Going to be talking about the Nebraska baseball team. They came up short last night, losing to Creighton 8-7 at Hawks Field in Lincoln. The Nebraska softball team getting ready to play in the Big Ten tournament tomorrow. They'll take on either Penn State or Iowa in the second round. 6 Hastings College softball players have been named to the All-GPAC softball teams this year. A couple of players from the baseball team also were involved with the GPAC baseball teams that were announced yesterday. Adams Central finished off their regular season with a win last night over St. Paul Palmer in high school baseball action. And the Patriots also won the Grand Island Central Catholic Golf Invitational yesterday at the Indian Head Golf Course in Grand Island. We'll talk the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs this morning as well. Plus, we're going to hear some comments from the new assistant coach, Pat Monahan. He's the guy who came from Wyoming to join Fred Hoiberg's staff a couple of weeks ago. He was before reporters yesterday in Lincoln. We'll talk to him and hear some comments from Pat Monahan, the new assistant men's basketball coach at Nebraska during the show today. And we're hoping to catch up with Jared Hackler, the local racer in the area that's competing on a weekly basis out at Cam Raceway. So a lot of things going on here for this Wednesday as we welcome in Tyson from the Western Studios here this morning. Good morning.
And a good morning, Mike. Yeah, the Husker baseball game last night, tough one for Nebraska. Dug too early of a hole. You're coming down from a 6-0 deficit, and you got to claw your way back. And shaky pitching to start things off. I kind of thought it was going to be kind of a Johnny Holstaff day as they reworked their rotation for the weekend. I think Michigan this weekend for Nebraska baseball. But yeah, tough one to take. Had everything. The table was set, bases loaded. There was nobody down as we were working our way back. We were able to scratch across, bring a few runs in, but couldn't cash in with that game-tying run, and the game-winning run ultimately stranded over at first base. Had the right guy up at the plate and just couldn't get her done last night for Nebraska baseball. But we'll reload and we'll reset. We'll get ready to go for the weekend for sure.
Are you still optimistic on Nebraska baseball as you were a couple of weeks ago? It seems like we're in this little trail that, well, we lost another close one last night. Well, yeah. We won one. We lost 3. We can't get on a roll for some reason.
Kind of feels like it's like one step forward, one step back every single week when we talk Husker baseball, doesn't it? And that's a frustration. That's a mentality that I think a lot of people in the baseball circle shares. I'm just saying, get in the tournament. At this point, get in the tournament, and then you got to hit the reset button. Everybody that's makes it to the Big Ten postseason play gets to go 0-0 and work their way through the tournament, and ultimately hope for a regional bid. And so you get that done, and then you get that brief refresh, and all those close games don't matter. All that time where we had some shaky bullpen late in the games, where you give up a lead, doesn't matter. None of that, because you're 0-0 in postseason play. So we can get there. We can get one of those pods of 4, if you will. Then I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable as we move forward, and I would say probably more optimistic. But yeah, I mean, it has been. It's been one step forward, one step back with this baseball team, and you really would have liked to get some momentum going into the weekend with the win over Creighton. But you could kind of tell when your starter doesn't even finish the first 2 innings, that is probably going to be a Johnny Holstaff day, and you're just hoping to work your way through those midweek games. But I'm optimistic if we can close out the season well, get to the Big Ten postseason, then I think we have something to look forward to.
Interesting happenings last night in Major League Baseball. Patrick Bailey hit a tie-breaking single in San Francisco's 9-run 11th inning. And the Giants beat the Chicago Cubs last night 14-5. The 9 runs are the most in an extra inning since the Angels scored 9 in the 13th inning on August the 16th of 2009. It's also the highest scoring extra inning at Wrigley Field, surpassing the 7-run 10th inning by the New York Giants that they had on June 18th of 1921.
Yeah.
So the Cubbies got beat last night by San Francisco 14-5 in 11 innings.
Yeah, you take it to extra innings, and you lose by double figures. That hurts. Who needs the ghost runner, right? If you're scoring 9 runs, why do we have the stupid ghost runner rule in effect? Yeah, wild happenings in Major League Baseball for sure, and certainly that's one of those score lines. You look at that and you go, "Oof, that wasn't a game." And then you do a little double take, and you're like, "Oh, that was extra innings." Shaky Cubs performance for sure.
Yeah, you see the score in maybe the morning paper or wherever you get all your sports from. And you go, "Oh, it went into what at 11 innings."
How did
14-5? How'd that happen?
Oh, they hung a 9 spot.
Jeez.
Our Cubs contingency is telling us to keep quiet on the game last night.
Oh, yeah. I thought I better throw that in. Lou Dog, he's all fired up.
Yep.
God, how's that? You give up 9 runs in the 11th inning? You play the whole damn game and you get it into extra innings and you give up 9 spots. Oh, jeez.
That was brutal. Chief Indorf also chiming in. Yep, our Cubs contingency took one on the chin last night. Meanwhile, the Cardinals beat Paul Skeens, which was really surprising. I thought that was going to be a tough matchup for St. Louis, and they were able to get to Paul a little bit and pick up another victory. They look for a series sweep against the Buccos. Hell, I don't remember the last time the Cardinals have swept anybody. This is exciting as we move on into today.
You're waking up with Mike and Tyson. You're listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports here today. If you'd like to chime in, 402-834-1330 is our telephone number. 402-834-1330. Don't call 984-1330. Tim Stroman. Yeah, Tim Stroman. He's got that in his mind for some reason. So when he checks in with us, he says, "I feel sorry for the poor little old lady that's got 402-984-1330, because he says he's called it like 10 times. So remember, it's 402-834-1330 if you want to chime in with us, so you can leave us a message on any of the social media sites. Poor Shadur Sanders. Throughout his high school and college career, he got to wear number 2 for his jersey. He even incorporated the number 2 into his branding. But as he begins his NFL career, he's going to be wearing a new number.
Yes.
The Browns announced jersey numbers on Tuesday for the rookies, and Sanders will wear number 12.
Tell me Dylan Gabriel got 2.
Wide receiver and return specialist DeAndre Carter, who was signed earlier this offseason, picked number 2. So Shadur picks number 12, a notable choice. Of course, a 7-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady wore number 12. And that's Shadur's.
Don't start.
Oh, yeah, that's his mentor.
Oh, God.
He was the 144th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. He'll wear his new jersey number for the first time this Friday when the Browns open up their 3-day rookie minicamp. So here we go. We're already talking about what number Shadur Sanders is going to wear, and that makes the sports headlines today.
Didn't have to.
Let the circus begin.
You tossed it in there. You didn't have to.
It was
join
on
the circus.
Well, it was on my sports sheet today. It was on my sports sheet of things to talk about today.
Could have hit delete, man.
No, it was right on the top of the sheet. If I shook my head, I go, oh God, here we go already. We're getting ready for a 3-day rookie mini camp. And who's at the top of the damn sports topic list to talk about today? Shadur Sanders.
The 5th round pick.
Because he's going to be wearing number 12 instead of number 2. I don't give a damn what number he wears. I still don't figure that he is going to be on an active roster come the first day of the NFL season.
That's a thought.
I don't think he will. I don't think he'll be on an active roster, the 53 or 52-man roster, when the NFL season gets underway.
If the Browns like money, then they're not going to turn down the circus.
I don't know.
I think, I would love to watch. No, I wouldn't. I was going to say, if Hard Knocks went to Cleveland to do training camp, the HBO series.
Yeah.
So we could, actually see how much he gets yelled at in practice for being a crappy quarterback. I would love to see that. But I also don't want to. I'm over here on the sideline saying, I avoid all that crap. In fact, on social media posts, as I've been scrolling through, and my algorithms have been, for whatever reason, just hitting on Shadur Sanders and constantly harping on this, I've been hitting the not interested. I don't care about Shadur Sanders. Not interested. Not interested. Not interested. I'm not going to be a part of the circus.
Wow.
That's how you can do that. That's how you avoid the circus, is not talking about the circus.
So what do? I bring it right out here.
You bring it right out of the gate at 7:10 in the morning.
As they get ready to open up a 3-day rookie
We're talking about
minicamp.
damn numbers. It's a jersey number. For Christ's sake, wear one. Throw the ball.
Well, it was on the top of my sports sheet.
Well, then get a new sports sheet.
God.
Shadur Sanders.
Number 12.
We're really talking about this.
The 144th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft.
It was not on my list.
402-834-1330 is our telephone number if you'd like to chime in.
That's our number.
I don't know what they... wonder who's got 984-1330.
Poor old gal.
Yeah, Stroman said he's called it 10 times. I said, does she answer all the time? Oh, yeah, she'll answer.
Even at 7:30 in the morning. What if she listens to the show?
She's got to be. She's saying, why does this guy keep calling me all the time? This is not extreme sports. This is Martha.
Hurricanes.
And I don't appreciate you calling me at this time of the morning. I usually don't get up till 10.
That's what I was at. That's where I was at before I joined this show.
I'd be damn mad if somebody kept calling me on my cell phone at 7:30 in the morning and I could sleep till 10. Number one, I get up way before 7:30.
Yeah, you do.
And number two, I would never be able to sleep till 10. I cannot sleep in. I know you can.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot sleep in. If I have nothing to do, on a weekend, Saturday or Sunday, I still wake up. I still wake up by 6 o'clock every morning. Number one, because the dog wants out and she gets me up.
I get that.
Number two, I'm awake anyway. My entire life, even before I had this job, I still woke up at 3 or 4 o'clock every single morning. And I still do that now with this job.
Yeah. I've been in AM, the morning show circles for the past 20 years. I was never a 6 o'clock person. Even in the 20 years that I was working in the morning show industry, I was never a morning person. I had to have 2 cups of coffee before we even spoke a word, which was typically right around 6:30 in the morning. And that's when we spoke our first words, and that's when I actually woke up. I'm 90% sure I did most of that job in my sleep for the first 30 minutes of it. Just kind of on autopilot.
It's two cups of coffee and 2 phone calls. We finally got you in studio.
There was a couple phone calls too.
Are you coming?
You want to join the show today, or? Oh yeah, I suppose I'll get up.
Yeah, I'll make it by 6:30.
And there was, just the standard, like, the phone would ring and I would just pick it up, not even look. And I'm just like, I'm on my way. I know, I'm on my way. Yeah,
since you've taken this gig, you've been pretty good.
Well, yeah, we pushed it to 7.
Yeah,
that's a big difference. That 30-minute gap is a huge difference.
You know what's really going to be bad? I'm gonna be gone out of the studio on Friday and Monday, and we're gonna be down at the Kansas Speedway for the NASCAR weekend. But I'm gonna be doing my show from Kansas on Friday and Monday. But I'll get up. We have a RV. I'll get up and wake everybody in the damn RV up.
Oh yeah,
at 4:00, and I'll be out there clanking things around, and I'll probably go outside and work and get things put together. I'll probably go outside, but I'm going to be clanking around. Lights will be on. I'll be looking for my computer, looking for this, looking for my shoes. And
then waking the IT guy up because things aren't working properly.
Yeah, he's going to get up, and he says, I'm not waking up at 4. I'll get you on by 7, but I'm not waking up at 4.
Well, if you're up, everyone's going to be up.
Yeah, everybody's going to be up. And I'll hear it the entire day Friday. Well,
we just had to have that show on.
Yeah, we just had to have the show on. You had to get up at 4:00 in the morning. Go sleep outside.
You get up at 4. Like, what time do you go to bed?
Well, it all depends on what's going on.
That's insane. Like, your stamina to stay up is insane.
Well, like when I like basketball, I'll come home and I'll be late, especially if I'm on the road.
Hell, if you're in like Iowa, you get back at midnight.
Yeah, midnight is I do that quite often.
And then wake up at 4 and do it all over again?
At 4:00.
That's insane.
And a lot of times I don't even need my alarm clock. That's the bad thing. I'm
getting better at that.
A lot of times I don't need my alarm clock. I just wake up.
I'm getting like this like 6:15 to 6:20 just automatic.
You just wake up.
Clock. Yeah.
So then does your body readjust for like Saturday and Sunday?
Well, like the last couple of days, not really, because like I've gotten up just naturally before the alarm, and then I look outside and it's light out, and I'm like, oh shit.
Well, that's part
late.
of the problem. That's part of the problem now. It's starting to get light, and you look out and say, what time is it?
Yeah, I mean, I had like a momentary freak out this morning because I woke up before the alarm clock, and I woke up and I'm like, there's light outside. Check my phone. I'm like,
no
Mike
calls.
is so pissed.
There is no calls. There's no calls yet. So anyway, 7:17. Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. Get you up and get you out the door. You're not late. I know it's light outside, but I like that. God, I like it when it's light out.
I like it when both ends of the spectrum are great. Like, it's not getting dark at 5 anymore, which is amazing. Because I hate that. Like, during the winter where it's not even, like, you're just getting home from work and it's already dark outside and, like, mentally you're putting on your pajamas and it's only 6:30. I like the longer nights. I'm okay with it being light at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I love this.
This is my happy time.
This is my happy. Yeah, I'll agree with that. All right, 7:18 now as you wake up with Mike and Tyson on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Starting off this morning with news from the Nebraska State Patrol, as they have arrested 2 men in a child enticement investigation. Both suspects engaged in online conversations with an undercover investigator who is posing as a 14-year-old girl. Each arranged to meet the girl for a sexual encounter. Troopers arrested 32-year-old Guillermo Lopez Campos in Hastings and then 23-year-old Oscar Mendez in Grand Island at their respective meeting locations. Both are being held in respective county jails. The Kearney Visitors Bureau celebrated National Travel and Tourism Week with its annual Celebrate Tourism Luncheon that was held on Cinco de Mayo at the newly reopened Museum of Nebraska Art. The event emphasized the cultural and economic impact of tourism in Kearney and Buffalo County. 2 awards were presented, one to Mona, which is the Museum of Nebraska Art, for its extensive renovation project that concluded last week, as well as another award to Roger Jasnuk, the Bureau's longtime director. They honored his 38 years of leadership ahead of his retirement coming up in June. The Galaxy of Stars Talent Search returning to the 2025 Nebraska State Fair, offering a platform for Nebraskans of all ages to showcase their vocal, dance, instrumental, and variety talents. The finals will be held on Saturday, August 30th at the State Fair. Participants can qualify through a virtual video contest, which will be open on May 15th through June 15th, or local preliminary competitions across the state. Winners will compete for cash prizes, trophies, and a $4,500 Nashville recording package. Fisher Fountain in Hastings will officially open for the summer this Friday, with a light test scheduled for Thursday between 8 p.m. and midnight. Traditionally beginning operations on Mother's Day weekend, the iconic fountain located near Hastings Utilities will run through Labor Day. A cherished local landmark since 1933, the fountain was originally built for the 32 Adams County Fair, but later moved to Highland Park. It is now 10 minutes until 7:30. We'll swing things over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's the haps in sports?
Well, Nebraska scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning, but stranded the tying run at third base. Following the Creighton 8-7 last night at Hawks Field, Nebraska scored 7 runs on 10 hits with an error. Creighton totaled 8 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors. Joshua Overbeek went 3 for 4 at the plate with a home run. Will Walsh dropped to 4-7 on the season. He allowed 2 runs on 2 hits in 2 2/3 innings. Nebraska is now 24-25 in the season and will host Michigan in a 3-game series coming up this weekend. Friday's series opener is set for 6 o'clock. The Nebraska softball team will begin play in the Big Ten tournament tomorrow. The Huskers are the number 3 seed and will play the winner of today's game between Penn State and Iowa at 10 tomorrow morning. In the Big Ten tournament today, Penn State and Iowa will play in the first game at 10 this morning, followed by Indiana and Washington at 12:30. At 3:30, Wisconsin will battle Michigan, followed by Purdue against Northwestern at 6. 6 Hastings College players have been named to the All-GPAC softball teams. Infielder Kaylee Panino and catcher Ann Maderos were named to the second team. Isabel Tanabe, Lexi Mudloff, Kiara Brack, and Lauren Schneider were honorable mention. Outfielder Jaden Stone of Hastings College was named to the All-GPAC baseball second team. Jared Delgado and Elijah Merritt were honorable mention. The Adams Central baseball team wrapped up the regular season last night with a 9-3 win over St. Paul Palmer. Owen Brown was the winning pitcher. He threw 4 1/3 innings and gave up 3 runs and 6 base hits. He struck out 3 and walked 2. Jackson Chagru and Jacob Reichstein had 2 hits apiece. Adams Central is now 19-6 on the season and will play Fairbury on Thursday in the opening round of the C4 District Tournament out at Duncan Field. First pitch will be at 4 o'clock. In the other game at 1, St. Paul Palmer will play Arlington. Action last night, Kearney got by Omaha Burke 3-2. The Bearcats are now 20-9. Hastings High won the boys B7 Sub-District Soccer Tournament last night with a 1-0 win over Northwest. In the girls tournament, Northwest beat York by the score of 3-0. Adams Central won the Grand Island Central Catholic Golf Invitational yesterday at the Indian Head Golf Course in Grand Island. Patriots finished with a team score of 302. Kearney Catholic was second with a 304. Crete came in third with a 312. Bo Paro of St. Paul won a playoff to take the individual honors. He shot a round of 72. That's a check on your sports headlines this morning, coming up on 7:24 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
More clouds today and even a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms later in the afternoon into the evening. Chances are fairly low, though. It'll be breezy as well. We'll have a north wind 5 to 15, gusting in the 20s, a high of 71. 50 degrees, the overnight low tonight. Will maintain an outside chance for a shower or thunderstorm as well. Back to the mid-60s on Thursday with another outside chance for a shower or a thunderstorm. North wind becoming east at 5 to 10.
Right now, as you wake up, get going this morning, we've got northeast winds at 6 miles per hour. It is cloudy. It is 52 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and Owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt-slinging, adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class winged beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
Mike Williams, Eisner Bronick with you on this Wednesday morning, the 7th day of May, 2025. Yeah, they're racing again Friday night at Cam Raceway. Head on out. Action gets underway at 8 o'clock. If you can't make it and like to watch the races, again, we'll be streaming all the video from Cam Raceway again Friday night. Just go to our website at x-streamsports.com. Click on the racing tab there at the top of the page. Follow all the links and all the information there, and we'll get you set up with a live video feed of the races Friday night at Cam Raceway. So expect to maybe catch up with Jared Hackler, a local racer from Cam Raceway here in the next few minutes. He's also a firefighter, and I think he's on duty today. So he said if I have a call or if I'm out on a call or during the interview that they get a call, the interview is going to end, or it's not going to get started at all. So
get a live report from the on scene.
Yeah. He's calling in right now.
Yes.
He's calling in right now. So we're going to talk some Cam Raceway here today with Jared Hackler, a local racer, as we get ready to go for another week. Jared, good morning. How are you, bud?
Hey, Mikey. How are you? I'm doing good.
I'm doing great. We're not interrupting anything at the fire station this morning, are we?
Nope. We're just getting our day started here. So nothing, knock on wood, going on right now. So.
All right, Jared Hackler, he's been involved with racing a long time. Now one of the participants out at Cam Raceway in Hastings. How long have you been racing?
I started back in 2002 running full-body stock cars, but it's been in my family since I believe my dad started in 1973. So ever since then, we've had a race car on the track pretty much since 73. So long time.
And like you said, you've been competing in a lot of different classes throughout your career, now racing at Cam Raceway. As far as racing at Cam, tell me what division you're in and what's that mean to the average person?
Right now I'm going to start in the A-Class wing division. So basically the sprint cars out there are kind of the same cars, but these have a wing on top, and then the motors are regulated for each one of the divisions that they're in.
And what are we talking about, the motor? What do you guys run for like a typical car?
What I've got is a Yamaha 600cc. They're basically motorcycle engines that have been worked on, and there's a lot of engine builders around the country that specialize in these motors, and they rebuild them and reinforce them so they can withstand the high RPMs for a long time, dragging the race car around.
If people have not been to a Cam Raceway in the last few years, definitely make it a point to attend some Friday nights throughout December. I was out there last week. I was surprised at how quick things have gotten, not only in your class, but with all the classes. There's several different classes, go-karts for the kids and for the older kids, and then right up to your sprint car type of action. But the action was quick out there most of the night.
Yeah, they do a really good job out there of keeping the flow going and keeping cars on track and getting things done so that it's not too late out there. I know Jake and all the guys over there are doing a great job keeping the track going and getting some exposure out there to some of the new fans and trying to keep the track going.
Again, talking with Jared Hackler, a local racer from Cam Raceway. It's not only you, Jared. You've also got two of your sons also involved in racing. Is that right?
Yep. I got Easton and Jackson. Easton's been running out there for the last 3 or 4 years, and this is Jackson's first year. So actually, last week was his first race, and he did a really good job. I'm so pleased to see that he's taking to it as well as he is, and also with that, Easton he's working on his car and getting faster and faster every year. So it's really humbling and really fun to see those guys going out there. I almost have more fun watching them than I do me sitting in the seat. So new chapter for us.
Yeah, it's been a family affair for, like I said, you had a dad that raced back in the 70s, and you kind of grew up with your dad running the stock cars. Now it's you. It's you and your two sons. So it's been a family affair for years there in the Hackler family.
Oh, yeah. I always tell everybody, I'm not sure what we'd be doing with our weekends if we weren't racing. It's just been part of our life forever, and it's been in our blood forever. And like I said, we've had a car on track basically in the Hackler household since 1973. So no stranger to it. The track kind of changes once in a while where we're going, but it's still the same competitive nature that we have with everybody. I don't know what else we would do without it.
Like we said, Jared races, and he's got two sons racing. How is that having 3 cars you're going to have to wrench on every single week and keep an eye on a typical Friday night out at Cam?
I'll tell you, it's getting more and more difficult every year. I'm getting a little older and a little slower. It's harder for me to keep up with all this, but we got a lot of great supporters that come out and help us. All of the grandparents, all of our families, everybody comes together really well, works with the boys, kind of leaves me to do my thing with my car. So that is absolutely the biggest help that I can say. The other thing is we've got a lot of great sponsors and support that we've had throughout all these years. Without those guys, we wouldn't have an ability to run these cars like we have. And like I said, we've been in it for so long that without those sponsors, there's no way we could ever have done it. Excuse me.
Jared, what about racing at Cam Raceway? What's the toughest part of running Cam Raceway? It's a short, tight track. What's the biggest challenge of that track?
Well, with the short track, these cars, with the technology and everything, they're just getting faster and faster. And, I mean, things happen quickly. And big cars that I'm used to, you had a little bit of time to react. These things, it seems like you're almost on defense all the time trying to keep up with what's going on. And there's so many good cars that run out there weekly. I mean, national talent that goes out and have won championships. I know Jaden Friesen out there, he's won national championships. So, I mean, that tells you the caliber of the cars that are out there. And everybody's got their game on point, and it happens quickly. And I'm still trying to learn and figure these things out. So every race is a new adventure for me.
Yeah, if people come out on a Friday night, I guarantee you there's going to be out there somebody that in one of these classes. People from all over the state of Nebraska run on a typical Friday night. So you attend the races as a fan in the stands. There's going to be somebody out there that in one of these classes.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of the local guys, from the Hastings area and surrounding areas. But occasionally, or a lot of the nights, national people come traveling through with the Now 600 series. There's a lot of cars from California and just across the nation that come in and run, and they put on one heck of a show most of the nights. So if you're able to get out and get to the track and take a look, because you might be pleasantly surprised. The car counts are really, really high out there, and they put on a really good show.
Again, 8 o'clock race time on each and every Friday nights out at Cam Raceway, just east of Hastings. The grandstands usually open up about 7 o'clock, so come out and enjoy it. If you can't make it, or if you want to get involved and take a peek at what racing is all about out at Cam Raceway, you can do that this year with Extreme Sports. Again, just go to our website at x-streamsports.com. Click on the racing link there at the top of the page, and we'll get you through and get you set up with a link where you can watch the races each and every Friday night right in the comfort of your own home. So take a peek and see what you got, and then come on out to the races as your schedule permits. Jared, I know you got a lot of things going on today there at the fire department, so thanks for spending a couple of minutes with us here this morning.
Absolutely, not a problem. And I just want to say thank you guys for taking our little sport and putting it out there for more people to see. So really appreciate that you guys are doing this, and I hope that everything goes well.
Okay, we'll see you this weekend.
Sounds good, Mikey. Take care.
All right, that's a local racer, Jared Hackler, one of the competitors out at Cam Raceway as they get ready for another Friday night of racing this week. I noticed you kind of took a back seat there. I was kind of expecting that.
I was just strapped in for the ride, man. I was kind of learning about the sport myself. But yeah, you're right. I mean, you nailed it with always knowing somebody that's out there and running. I remember the first time that when I was doing trackside announcing out there for the first couple of years, straight out of college, and I pull up the lineup and I'm like, oh, hell, I didn't know he raced. You always seem to find somebody you know down there. And you mentioned seeing him this weekend. Is he going to join you in the Kansas contingency there?
Yeah, he is racing Friday night along with his two sons, and then they are leaving Saturday. They'll join us Saturday and Sunday.
Outstanding.
He's going to make the trek to Kansas City Saturday morning. Right after racing, and they'll meet us for lunch at our most favorite restaurant in Kansas City, which is located, how convenient, right across the track.
Give us some damn chicken wings.
Oh, yeah, there is no doubt. And you know exactly where I'm going.
I know exactly where you're going.
Just give me some damn chicken wings, will you? Yeah, that's tentatively booked in on our Saturday luncheon schedule.
They used to be a main sponsor in NASCAR.
Yeah.
No longer are.
Chase Elliott. Mm-hmm. He was on Chase's car.
Yep.
And a lot of times his car was over at my most favorite restaurant, Hooters.
Probably in record time, Amber says. I'm guessing getting down from Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yep.
He said he'd be down there by 11 o'clock when we're going to lunch. So you figure it out. You figure it out. It's 5 hours to Kansas City.
Yep.
You figure it out. Got to have a break somewhere in there. So yeah, he'll be getting started early. All right, let's talk some basketball, shall we? The new assistant men's basketball coach under Fred Hoiberg is Pat Monahan. He got hired, coaching vacancy on the Nebraska staff. He came in from Wyoming, and the coach was meeting the media for the first time. He said he's excited to be at Nebraska.
It probably started, obviously, when Coach Howard left a little bit, just having initial conversations. Obviously, their season was extended with the Crown and continued to go all the way until basically the last weekend of college basketball. So, I mean, I kind of, obviously, everybody knows I came from University of Wyoming. So, I mean, I kind of just stayed focused on the current task that I had with Wyoming, and but I would say that's probably when the initial conversations started, probably mid-March, I would say, in between the time when they started the Crown and obviously leading up to after they got done. That's when it started to really heat up and stuff.
So why do you make the move from Wyoming to Nebraska?
Number one, obviously, the Big Ten. Originally from Chicago. I've grown up around the Big Ten and very familiar with the Big Ten. And I actually initially started my coaching career at Wayne State in Nebraska. And I was 22 years old at the time, and coming down here for the state tournament and really getting that experience of Husker Nation. That was probably the first time. So, I mean, I've always kind of had in the back of my head of what University of Nebraska was, especially their athletics program, and I've kind of just kept that in mind. And then obviously the opportunity to work for Coach Hoiberg and the staff that's under him. I mean, exceptional people. And obviously there's a ton of momentum within the men's basketball program, especially the last couple of years, and I'm just excited to be a part of it.
And Pat Monahan says he's excited to work with new Husker head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Obviously, just his track record. Number one, I mean, I think the game has changed, right? I mean, he's been in every position throughout, professional athletics and college athletics, and I think that can really attract a lot of high-level recruits, and especially how you have to construct rosters and manage rosters. He's been in those positions. Myself, I've been in the college game for 20 years, so I've been at different levels, but being a resource and helping just with my experiences and my network of being at the mid-major level or junior college levels, like a lot of those levels now, you see those guys in a year or two moving up to high major basketball. And I felt like that with my experience and his experience, along with the staff's experience, I can be a part of continuing the success.
And the new coach says he spent the last 3 weeks just hanging around and getting to know his team.
We had 2 weeks of workouts leading up to this week, which is a dead week. Finals going on next week. So, number one, I've just been trying to really get to know the guys that have been here. I've always thought that, number one, your players are your most important people within the program, and I've always stuck to that. So really trying to get to know the guys over the last couple weeks in the program, and doing whatever I can, if it's stepping into workouts, helping Nate out with workouts, and I just trying to go full head of steam with that. It's kind of different for me because the last 3 to 4 programs that I've been a part of have been takeovers. So this has been established. Obviously, they got their recruiting done within the portal when they're in March here. I know we're still trying to finish up a potential roster spot, but as far as from a recruiting standpoint, I've hit the ground running with a lot of 26s and 27s to try to get the ball rolling and continue to move forward as we head into a recruiting week next week, and then in June and July.
And Pat Monahan says he'll be helping head coach Fred Hoiberg in all aspects of the game.
Working with my last couple stops I've been at, I've worked primarily on the defensive side of the ball, helped a little bit with the offensive side, but more so on the defensive side. And this gives me an opportunity to come here of really kind of helping coach from the offensive side, of helping him stay organized and giving different ideas for him, just to continue to expand our package on the offensive side of the basketball. I worked primarily with the bigs. The last few spots I've been at throughout my career, I've worked with the guards. I mean, I'm pretty well versed where I've been. I've been at obviously a lot of different levels, and the most important thing for me though is I tried to surround myself with winning people and winning programs, and that's I've kind of just stayed to that within my career, and it's obviously led me to a Big Ten position here.
And the new coach says he really hasn't had time to reflect on his journey.
I'm a pretty simple guy when it comes to just how I go about my day to day, and I'm pretty routine oriented. For me, I mean, coming from obviously Division II, being a Division II player, and kind of just working my way through the profession, and not really chasing this job, and I mean, I've turned down a lot of jobs. For a few guys that have had a lot of success already throughout my career, and I've just continued to stay on my path and move forward.
And finally, assistant coach Pat Monahan says he is looking forward to competing in the Big Ten Conference.
Number one, I think it's a well coached league from top to bottom. It's a very skilled league. It's a physical league. But I really believe it. The guys, I coached in the Missouri Valley for 4 years at Southern Illinois, and I mean, a lot of people ask me this throughout the time. Marcus Domask, who I coached for 4 years, went on to Illinois, did you think Marcus would be that good at Illinois? And I knew he would have a chance because I was with him every single day. I knew what his work ethic was. I knew what his routine was. I mean, Coach Underwood put him in a great spot and a great position to be successful and utilize his skill set and stuff. And but he's a type of guy that is multi-versatile, who is very skilled, who can score in a lot of different ways. And I think if you can have guys that are not just one-dimensional, and that really understand how to play, that can think and play, that's what I think the Big Ten is, along obviously with the physicality and all that.
Again, that's Nebraska new assistant men's basketball coach Pat Monahan. He'll work under head coach Fred Hoiberg now at Nebraska. So comes in from Wyoming. Got to start as a graduate assistant at Wayne State.
So he surrounds himself with winning programs, and I'm like, dude, you came from Wyoming. Like, where'd that comment come from? I surround myself with winning programs. Like, I'm trying to look at the Wyoming win total in the last 5 years and put 2 and 2 together there. But yeah, we need football to get here, man. We had so many beat writers on Husker Sports spending about 7 minutes with an assistant basketball coach. We need football to get here again.
Well, we started off the show talking about Shedur's new number.
Yeah, we got off to a shaky start this morning.
Then we talked to the new Nebraska assistant men's basketball coach.
Yeah.
We hit all the biggies.
You want to hit playoff action, though?
Well, I'll tell you what, Jared Hackler, he might have the topper here today.
What's his number?
00.
We need to potentially look at getting an Extreme Sports logo on that car, if we don't already have it.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's too late. Just put a sticker on there.
It's already on there.
Oh, okay, good.
It's already on there. Plus, I've got both of their sons.
Oh, good for you.
The Extreme Sports is on both of those cars.
I figured that's kind of why we brought him on board. We sponsored the car. You can be on the show.
You can be on anytime you want. Have we talked playoff?
No, we didn't. I was trying to bring it up, but yeah, you were fixated on Shadur Sanders' number.
NBA last night. Indiana got by Cleveland 120-119. Pacers lead the Eastern Conference semifinals now 2-0. Other game last night, Golden State defeated Minnesota 99-88. The Warriors lead the Western Conference semifinals 1-0. Tonight, the New York Knicks will play at Boston, and Denver is at Oklahoma City. The Knicks and the Nuggets lead their respective series 1-0.
And on the ice, an exciting one last night in Washington. Top-seeded Capitals go down to Rod Brind'Amour and the Carolina Hurricanes as the Canes pick up a 2-1 winner in overtime. Also on the Western Conference side of things, the Edmonton Oilers, Canada, they beat the Vegas Golden Knights by the score of 4-2. Both the Canes and the Oilers take a respective 1-0 series lead. We'll get to games coming up tonight, but I wanted to mention that Inter Milan also beat Barcelona in Champions League soccer semifinal. Inter Milan moves in on aggregate 7-6. They will move to the championship, which will be played Memorial Day weekend. Elsewhere on the ice tonight, Panthers and Maple Leafs, they'll get set for Game 2 at 6 p.m. The Stars and the Jets will be an 8:30 start in Winnipeg on ESPN. And then the second semifinal in the Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal will kick off at 2 p.m. today on Paramount+.
Well, why didn't I have that soccer stuff on my sports sheet today?
Internationally, that was like the leading headline. 7-6, thrilling game yesterday between Inter and Barcelona. I had a student, bless his heart, I love him to death. He sends me this. I've got a few things going on, working on a few projects. Is it okay if I WebEx in today? I know exactly what he was doing. He's a big FC Barcelona fan. Like, he didn't fool me at all. I knew he was watching the match. And so about halfway through class, I'm like, hey, what's the score update on the Barcelona match? And he came through. He's like, it's 3-2. And I'm like, I knew you were watching the game. Don't fool me, dude.
I love your class. I love your class. When the NCAA basketball tournament is on, you just have a class project.
Yeah, we did.
About the NCAA basketball tournament.
We literally turned it in. We filled out our brackets, and then I had them take one school and write a sports story on their journey to get into the NCAA basketball tournament. So they had to do a little research, and most of them came through with flying colors. There was a few shaky sports stories in there with some stats out of position, but yeah, it's all the learning experience of sports journalism, baby.
I love that. Yeah.
So do I.
Your soccer didn't make my sports sheet here today.
March was a really easy time for me to be an instructor for a news and sports class.
No doubt. 7:51, waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Before we get to the news update, I want to give you a quick breaking news on the sports side of things. Just in, Pittsburgh is moving on from receiver George Pickens. They are trading him to the Dallas Cowboys. That 1 minute ago coming through. So the Steelers moving on from Pickens as they ship him to the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, in news, let's get started there, shall we? Nebraska State Patrol has arrested 2 men in a child enticement investigation. Both suspects engaging in online conversations with an undercover investigator who was posing as a 14-year-old girl. Each arranged to meet the girl for a sexual encounter. Troopers then arrested 32-year-old Guillermo Lopez Campos in Hastings and 23-year-old Oscar Mendez in Grand Island at their respective meeting locations. Both are being held in county jails. Kearney Visitors Bureau celebrating National Travel and Tourism Week on May 5th with their annual Celebrate Tourism Luncheon. The meeting was held at the newly reopened Museum of Nebraska Art, which ended up picking up an award that was presented by the Nebraska Tourism Commission as they gave Mona the award for the extensive renovation project that just concluded. They also presented an award to Roger Jasnock, the Bureau's longtime director, honoring his 38 years of leadership ahead of his retirement coming up in June. Back at the Nebraska State Fair, your chance to shine. Galaxy of Stars Talent Search. I've seen you sing, Mike, so don't participate. It's returning to the 2025 Nebraska State Fair, offering a platform for Nebraskans of all ages to showcase their vocal, dance, instrumental, and variety talents. Finals will be held on Saturday, August 30th at the State Fair. Participants can qualify through either a virtual video or the local preliminary competitions across the state. Winners will compete for cash prizes, trophies, and a $4,500 Nashville recording package. And we finish at Fisher Fountain, where they will be officially opening for the season coming up on Friday. They'll have a light test that is going to be scheduled for Thursday between 8 p.m. and midnight. Traditionally beginning operation on Mother's Day weekend, the iconic fountain located near Hastings Utilities will run through Labor Day. The cherished local landmark since 1933, the fountain, originally built for the 32 Adams County Fair, was later moved to Highland Park. Coming up on 5 minutes until 8 o'clock, let's head back Mike's way for a check on sports.
Well, Nebraska scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning, but stranded the tying run at third base, falling to Creighton 8-7 last night at Hawks Field. Nebraska scored 7 runs on 10 hits with an error. Creighton totaled 8 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors. Joshua Overbeek went 3 for 4 at the plate with a home run. Will Walsh dropped to 4-7 in the season. He allowed 2 runs on 2 hits in 2 2/3 innings. Nebraska now 24-25 on the season. They'll host Michigan in a 3-game series coming up this weekend. Friday's series opener is set for 6 o'clock. The Nebraska softball team will begin play in the Big Ten tournament tomorrow. Huskers are the number 3 seed and will play the winner of today's game between Penn State and Iowa at 10 tomorrow morning. 6 Hastings College players have been named to the All-GPAC softball teams. Infielder Kaylee Panino and catcher Ann Medeiros were named to the second team. Isabel Tanabe, Lexi Mudloff, Kiera Brack, and Lauren Snyder were honorable mention. Outfielder Jaden Stone of Hastings College was named to the All-GPAC baseball second team. Jared Delgado and Elijah Merritt were honorable mention. Adams Central baseball team wrapped up the regular season last night with a 9-3 win over St. Paul Palmer. Owen Brown was the winning pitcher. He threw 4 1/3 innings and gave up 3 runs and 6 hits. He struck out 3, walked 2. Jackson Chigru and Jacob Reichstein had 2 hits apiece. Adams Central is now 19-6 in the season and will play Fairbury on Thursday in the opening round of the C4 District Tournament out at Duncan Field. First pitch will be at 4. In the other game at 1, St. Paul Palmer will play Arlington. Other action last night, Kearney got by Omaha Burke 3-2. The Bearcats now 20-9. Hastings High won the boys B7 Sub-District Soccer Tournament last night with a 1-0 win over Northwest. In the girls' tournament, Northwest beat York by a score of 3-0. Adams Central won the Grand Island Central Catholic Golf Invitational yesterday at the Indian Head Golf Course in Grand Island. Patriots finished with a team score of 302. Kearney Catholic was second with a 304. Crete was third with a 312. Bo Paro of St. Paul won a playoff to take the individual honors. He shot a round of 72. That's a check into sports headlines at 7:57 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
More clouds today and even a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms later in the afternoon into the evening. Chances are fairly low, though. It'll be breezy as well. We'll have a north wind 5 to 15, gusting in the 20s, a high of 71. 50 degrees, the overnight low tonight. Will maintain an outside chance for a shower or thunderstorm as well. Back to the mid-60s on Thursday with another outside chance for a shower or a thunderstorm. North wind becoming east at 5 to 10.
Right now, as you wake up, get going, northeast winds at 6. It's cloudy. It's 52 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Cam Raceway brings the action every Friday night with high-speed thrills and dirt-flying excitement for the whole family. From A-class and non-wing warriors to junior sprints, junior cage karts, and flat karts, there's something for every race fan to cheer for. Grandstands open at 7. Ages 13 and up are just $10, and kids 12 and under get in free. Want to be part of the action? Pit passes are just $20, with gates opening at 5:30. And mark your calendars. Saturday, May 24th is the Deb Bruntz Memorial Show, featuring $20,000 in total purse and some of the best racing you'll see all season. Cam Raceway, where the dirt flies and legends are made.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
All right, you're listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Wednesday. IT guy told me yesterday the trivia game is now available on your phone.
Sweet.
So not only you can play it on the website at x-streamsports.com, you can play our new Extreme Sports trivia game right there on your smartphone. God, what did we do before we had smartphones? Hell, we wouldn't be here.
No?
We wouldn't be here. Now you can pretty well control the world with your smartphone.
It was really difficult to put the show together without a smartphone.
Yeah, now you can play our trivia game. Just go to the left-hand side. You can click on there. You'll see the trivia link. Click on there, and it'll take you right to the trivia page.
Speaking of people joining us via the smartphone, continue to spread the word about the show. We got stats in yesterday from the IT guy. This show is up on viewership / listenership / downloads 115% for the month.
Yeah, I don't know what anybody else is listening to.
115%.
If everybody's listening to this show, where else are they listening? And we're glad you're here.
We are.
We don't want you to go anywhere. We're glad you're here. But yeah, we're getting amazing numbers for this show. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors, even your enemies. We don't care. People you can't stand.
All are welcome.
All are welcome. We'll try to make peace. We'll try to make peace on this show.
We'll let you know what number Shadur Sanders is wearing, and we'll have contributors that chime in with some breaking news on football alerts, too.
Well,
so big thanks to Dakota for that.
Yeah, we give you the news, the weather, the sports. We give you the news that's not so big, like Shadur Sanders' new number. We talk racing with locals like we did this morning with Jared.
Like, I have no problem with it, but we didn't have to lead with it. Could have buried that to story number 3 on the day. Yeah. Oh well.
He's wearing number 12. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
God, people are going to be going to work, sitting at the water cooler, breaking into a discussion. Hey, did you hear that Shadur Sanders is going to be wearing number 12 this year?
Do people still congregate at the water cooler?
Sure they do.
Is that a thing?
Sure they do. They kind of hang out. Big offices that have a water cooler. Hell, our office that we used to work at, we're lucky to have water.
We did have a water cooler, though.
A water cooler. You hang out. Early in the morning, you go in, kind of hang out and see what you did last night. Get into a little friendly early morning conversation, and you can bring it up. Go in there and say, hey, did you hear Mike and Tyson this morning? They talked about Shadur Sanders. He's wearing number 12 instead of number 2.
That won't help out our viewership.
That's not going to get any numbers.
Please let them know that we had Jared Hackler on today. And tomorrow, Tomorrow, super stoked. We're going to talk later today. We were going to bring him on the show live, but there's a time zone difference in Arizona that really makes this show difficult for Victor Rojas, the incoming head baseball coach for Hastings College. But we've been in contact with them, and we have an interview scheduled for later today from the live from the Western Studios. So we'll go ahead and talk to Coach Rojas tomorrow. He'll be on the program with us, and we'll talk all things baseball, from his journey from a broadcaster to a player to a coach to now coaching Hastings College, how that all came about. Really looking forward to that conversation with a former broadcaster and now head baseball coach for Hastings College.
I'm going to be a little bit intimidated talking to him. I mean, he's been on ESPN. He's been on the Major League Baseball Network, and he's a baseball coach now. I'm going to feel a little intimidated talking to him.
Baseball guys are baseball guys, man. We're all one and the same. We're all one and the same. We'll just have a conversation. Yeah.
So we'll have that on the show tomorrow.
You
Jim
ever get
Slacker.
intimidated by interviews, by the way?
I do. I'm going to be intimidated by him.
Yeah.
I didn't have any problem talking with Jared at 7:30. But I will Victor Rojas.
I'll coach you through it.
I know. I'll just kind of hang out like you did with the racing interview. Jim Slacker, by the way, Fauner Park season is over. Jim wants to stay on for a while.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I agreed. He said Jim Slacker is going to be on with us through the Triple Crown at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pony's going to be moving to Lincoln this week, so Jim says, hey, I can still be on with you guys. Once you get it in your blood, it's kind of tough to get out of it. So Jimmy agreed he's going to be on for the next several Fridays to hang out with us and talk about the races in Lincoln. A lot of people can still bet those. Simulcast racing. They're not at Fauner anymore, but you can bet them at the racetrack in Grand Island. So
did you see Triple Crown news, though? We didn't get to that. Sovereignty's not going to run in the Preakness.
Why is that?
I just saw the headline. I'll be honest, I didn't open the story yet.
Yeah,
I was going to read into it today, but Sovereignty's not running in the Preakness.
A lot of, I guess I would say a lot of owners, some owners feel that the schedule is too tight to bring a horse back after, 2 weeks or 3? I think it's 2 weeks, isn't it?
2 weeks, yeah.
And that schedule is too tight to bring a horse back, so some of them have skipped the second leg of the Triple Crown, and they'll get into the third leg at, is it Belmont?
Belmont, yep.
So, anyway, we'll talk with Jim Slacker maybe Friday about that. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, that Jimmy's not going anywhere.
I like it.
He's going to be hanging around on Friday, so I'll have to do it from the racetrack.
We'll bring you on board.
On Friday. Yeah, so I'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to be here the rest of the week. I'm just going to be at a different location.
From the Kansas Motor Speedway infield.
I'm going to be somewhere. I don't know where. The IT guy has got me.
Hooters parking lot?
I could be. Boy, that'd make it easy. Just give me some damn chicken wings, will you? That'd make it easy. I don't think we're going to be at the Hooters. I wouldn't rule it out. No, I wouldn't rule it out. Now that you brought it up, hell, IT guy, why don't we just go to Hooters? Why don't we do the show from Hooters?
Solving all the world's problems for you today, buddy.
The problem is the timing of this show.
I don't think somewhere, dude.
I know, but I don't think Hooters is going to be open at 7:00 in the morning in Kansas City.
Got a feeling it's probably not, yeah.
Chances are I'm going to be outside of the Kansas Motor Speedway. I'd love to do the show from Hooters in Kansas City. Try to get in there at 7:00 in the morning. Hey, it's us. It's the Mike and Tyson show. We're going to do our show from here.
Knocking on the door at 7:00 at Hooters. Landing in the Jackson County Jail. Trespassing. Who's this creepy old guy that's knocking on the door?
I think the IT guy, I better follow his lead wherever he's got me set up. Anyway, that'll be on Friday and Monday. I'm going to be somewhere. So, anyway, good show today. If you want to listen to the show, again, you can. Our podcast section, our social media sites, get into our discussion again about Shadur Sanders and his number 12 that he's going to be wearing. If you want to listen to the interview with Jared, it'll be on there. the comments we had from Pat Monahan, the new assistant men's basketball coach in Nebraska. You can listen to those comments again. And our friendly conversation, Tyson's soccer update. I mean, we had it all. You can just download the podcast section. I told you that is gaining popularity because evidently a lot of people that follow this show can't get up at 7 o'clock. So they just download our show and they listen to it whenever they can. That's the nice thing about having this show. If you want to listen to it at noon or in the afternoon, that's all right. All right, you got anything else you need to bring up?
No, it's going to be noon if we don't wrap her up. So
yeah. We'll just, if we don't wrap her up, we'll just continue on till 9.
Please no.
We'll do it again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Thanks for joining us. Have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports. Join us